have stopped right there, what would have happened? They would have shoot her anyway?
They would have probably shot her anyway. They
You really believe that?
I believe they would have.
believe that?
Do you know that yesterday they dragged a woman in Chicago? There's video of them gouging her eyes with their thumbs. It's excessive force. That's excessive force. So to me, the problem is, and I think that you and I might agree on this because we agree that we should have professional law enforcement. This isn't a defund the police. We need the police, especially in a border state. We need law enforcement. We need law enforcement that we can trust. And the problem with ICE, they're untrained, they're unhinged, and it can compromise the trust that we have in police officers that are doing the right thing, that are going out and saying, hey, I do want to protect community. There are good people. I actually was pulled over, to be honest, in Apache Junction a couple weeks ago, and the cop that pulled me over was very professional and no issues, and that kind of demeanor is not what we're seeing from ICE. Now, there's no issue with border reform, and that's fine, but there's been no legislation to, hey, let's get more judges to help with coming through the border the right way. There's none of that. It's just the border is closed, and you have these people that are untrained going into neighborhoods, ripping people out of their businesses, people that are contributing to society, contributing to people's social security, to their Medicare, to their Medicaid, and they're deporting them, and it's a loss on our economy. And if you want to have law, this is pro-law enforcement, but do it professionally and do it the right way. Don't come in and start terrorizing people. That is the problem. The excessive force is a problem. That's dangerous to you, that's dangerous to me, and that's dangerous to good cops in the community trying to do the right thing. And I think that's something that, regardless of who you voted for, we could probably agree on because we both want safe communities. Yeah.
My question is not probably related to this. If someone comes across the border illegally, how much time are they here illegally before they become legal? What about the people that go through the process and apply for an entry and do it legally, and the other people cross and just if you put your foot over here, you're in. And there's nobody going to say, no, you have to go back.
So I think there's a couple things. The first thing is, there does need to be more judges, there does need to be reform to help the process. And one of the issues that's happening right now is there are people that did file for asylum, that did have their temporary protective status, that are correct ways to come in.
Yeah.
They did the right thing. But the administration took away their status, said, no, you don't have that anymore. So now they're out here and they're illegal.
Even if they applied for it, they're taking it away.
Yes, even though they came here, or they're waiting for it at the courthouse. The people that are going to the courthouse are doing it the right way because they're showing up at court. So it's causing people to be afraid to do it the right way, and it's causing more of an issue. It's causing the issue that they're saying that they're trying to solve. So I think between online algorithms and a lot of like influencers, there's a lot of rich people that make a lot of money keeping us fighting. And I think that what you and I seem to agree on is professional law enforcement, safe border, and giving people the opportunity to come to America because it is a melting pot. We are a shining city on a hill. Like that's who we were built on immigrants. So to come in and say that immigrants are bad and this is how we're treating immigrants, this is inhumane. It's not who we are. It's inhumane. It's not what our forefathers fought for. I am a descendant of immigrants. You probably have immigrants in your family. And at the end of the day, whether you're Democrat or Republican, we're all neighbors, and those are things we agree on, and we need to support policies that build us up and not tear our communities apart.
But see, you can't do like she does. We can't have an intelligent discussion. You're wrong, and I don't want to hear anything you're saying. That's what she tells me. Right there. So that's the way we want to treat it. I'm here having an intelligent discussion. I know you got an opinion, I got an opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or you're right, because we're here discussing it. But you don't say I don't want to talk to anybody because you're an idiot.
Yeah. Well, can I share something with you about that? I did hear that, and I agree that was the statements being made. In my experience, the times that I had conversation, I received that same treatment from people that disagree with me. And so I think there's a lack of basic human decency that's missing. And when you have a president or a regime, not just Donald Trump, you have J.D. Vance, Carol Levitt calling half of America scum, calling half of America the enemy, that
civility.
I miss that.
And I don't know what the hell it went.
I miss that.
This is the problem now. Because if you're a Democrat and I'm a Republican, we got to kill each other and have a war and everything else. We can't be civil.
You know when that happened? That happened during the Gingrich years when they were going after me. That's when all of this started.
I'm trying to think of his name. There's Speaker of the House for a long time.
Carl Rove.
No.
I know who you're talking about. The big
No.
guy. The big guy.
He was there for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have
Big
been.
guy.
I might have been.
It's going to come to, he was a Democrat,
I know.
and he and the Republican, they all got along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I miss that too, and I think that's something that we need to do with each other because the people in charge aren't doing it. They're telling you to fight. But you and I, we agree on where we disagree. And even the people that are driving by and flicking us off, I really think if we
What
have a
are they?
conversation,
See,
we probably agree.
that's a mark of immaturity.
Yes, I agree.
Uneducated.
Yes,
You
you're
don't
right.
do that stuff.
You don't do that.
Well,
You know,
and
that's
then-
why Charlie Kirk, you know, he went to campuses and had a discussion. He never condemned anybody. He said, I want to hear your opinion.
So Charlie Kirk is very good at opening the dialogue, but you may not know this. He did make a lot of derogatory remarks around black people and around people, other minorities.
Yes.
So online algorithms is a big problem. I believe that you have to see that because there are, my mom listens to different stuff than I do, and when you look at her online algorithm and mine, you're seeing different things. So what I like to do is look at some, like I'll watch a little bit of Fox News, and then I'll watch a little bit of independent media so I get both sides. So who do you like to watch? Where do you get your news?
I get it through, I get mostly through TBN,
Yeah.
because I listen to about 5 of those evangelists.
Yeah.
Plus I watch ABC News, and I watch a little Fox News. I try to get, I try to get around it, you know, so I don't get I'm not getting a one-sided take on the thing, because there's anything that you see, you know, here's what I find out. If something happens here, it's what you saw, what I saw, and what was the truth. And there's the problem.
Yeah.
What you see and what I see.
Yeah.
And the real truth is there.
So
Here's
if
the
I can-
truth,
if I
right
can,
here.
If I can.
Here's
so
the truth right here.
Fox and TBN are both right side. ABC, I'm not quite sure anymore. But if I give you a couple, are they?
See, no,
They might be.
you know who's there? George Stephanopoulos.
Oh,
What do you think
well,
he is?
the people that are owning it though, because Larry Ellison is buying a lot of those are. Well, I'll tell you what, if I give you a couple independent things to compare, if you open to it, I'll write it down.
Stop right there.
I think you like this one.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
They helped me.
Oh, someone's walking. That's why.